Here we go.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining me today. Today's Thursday, March 13th. Wanted to do a little video about double stacking. For those of you who don't know what double stacking is, some mods, I believe it was earlier mods from China, required two 18350 batteries. If you're not familiar, they're these little small batteries. Let me compare it to an 18650 here. Hang on, I think I have one right here. Yep. Here's an 18650 battery, and this is a Samsung 18650. This is what goes into regular mods, variable voltage or variable wattage, or even mechanical mods. And lately I've been using the Nemesis, which is a great mod. However, I wanted to make it a little shorter, so I figured I'd stop by my local vape shop down at Advantage Vapors in Barnegat, and Sam hooked me up with an 18350, excuse me. And so I decided I was going to get two of them. That way I could charge one and use one, and then have one extra when I go out. So what I did was I ended up thinking to myself, well, a lot of the older mods require two of these, the older China mods. So what I did was I went ahead and I put two of them in my Vamo to see if it worked. And it did. However, the power wasn't any better, it wasn't any stronger, nothing like that, because I guess it's regulated. So I decided I was going to try it in my Nemesis. And what I did was I took the extra ring here, which is for the kick. It's like an extension for the kick. There's also another piece that goes on here, but I took it off, and I went ahead and I put these two 18350s into my Nemesis. And you know, like I said, I had to add the extra piece. Went ahead and screwed this on. I have done the magnetic, rings on this, the magnetic switch mod. And I have a Helios, which is a Helios mod I got from fasttech.com, from China or Hong Kong or whatever, wherever it came from. They don't give you any adjustment for air holes like they're supposed to, like on the Helios. So what I did was I took the ring off, and as you can see, I have the air hole there. It was kind of screwed up how this came. It's supposed to be a dual coil, so you know, the deck, they give you the ability to build dual coil, and mine was stripped out. So I built a single coil on it, and I only noticed how there's one hole on here. I don't know if you can see that any better there. There's only one hole on it, you know, no other holes. And so I built a single coil on it, and I started vaping it. And at the time I was kind of cloud chasing, so I started building sub-ohm coils and whatnot. And I ended up taking the two extra screws and putting them in the other Helios that I got. And so they're both single coil setups. The one is a sub-ohm build, which is, I believe it's a 0.9. It comes in just under 1 ohm. And this one I decided to build for one of my variable voltage mods. So I built it to, I believe it's 1.9, something like that, maybe 1.8 ohms. I did 10 wraps of 28 gauge Kanthal. And what I did was I went ahead with the cotton wick, and I've been vaping with this sticky bun from Mount Baker Vapor. And if you get a chance, check them out, mountbakervapor.com. And I got sticky bun because I've had their cinnamon roll, and it was kind of lacking the roll. It was more cinnamon. So this is this gives you a good cinnamon, light cinnamon with that you know, caramelized sticky bun, you know, flavor. So I like that a lot better. I got it in 6 mil nicotine, 50/50 VGPG, and I put it in here and I was vaping it for a little while, and it was okay. It wasn't giving me great hits, but when I put the double stack in here, I noticed that it started to fire like a beast. So I went ahead and put some cotton wick in here. Right now it's there's a little bit of juice, but I mean, you can see the vapor production is out of control on this. I mean, you know, it doesn't look like it on camera, but that's a little bit dry. So before I go ahead and burn that, I'm going to go ahead and drip a couple drops in here. With the cotton wick, I noticed it uses a lot more juice. Well, not a lot more, but it takes a little more juice to absorb enough that it will vape for a little while. So I'm going to go ahead and put about 8 drops in here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And go ahead and cap my juice, because nobody wants spilled juice everywhere. Drip tip in. Okay. And amazing vapor production. I go for the lung hit with the big hole, so that's the way I like it. And it just produces awesome clouds. I'm gonna go ahead and you know, show you the if I can, I'll show you the top of it. Might be a little juicy, but you can see I've got the you know, the cotton wick in there. Oh, I'm going a little off camera. On camera would be nice. And my, you know, it produces a really great vape. Really strong, really intense flavor from a dripping RDA. Single coil, like I said. At the same time, I do think about doing a double stack 18650, which is, you know, this big battery. To do that, I'd probably have to order another Nemesis and use the tube from it, but I am going to do a video when I go ahead and do that. So just wanted to let you all know, you know, double stacking increases the cloud, increases the power, increases the flavor. So however, you want to make sure that your battery can handle the load. So definitely check your amps. You know, there's a really great Ohm's law calculator, or I'm sure you can find a really great Ohm's law calculator in Google Play if you have an Android phone. It really comes in handy. It says that on this build I'm vaping at about 20, I believe it's 28 watts. You know what, let me go ahead and check that. You can go ahead and input your resistance and your voltage, and it will give you, you know, all the numbers. It crunches all the numbers with just, you know, 2 sets of numbers. So if my resistance is at 1.9 and done, and voltage is 7.4 volts, because it's two 18350s, they are still 3.7 volts apiece. So it tells me that I'm vaping at 28 watts, and it's drawing 3.89 amps. So you want to make sure that your battery can handle that. I know a lot of the Sony batteries are high amps and they're really good for this kind of thing. But yeah, definitely give double stacking a try. Make sure you have no shorts when you do, because if you have a short in there, you're going to fry your batteries out. No protection. If you do have the extra ring, I would say put a fuse in there, but then again, a fuse might not work. So yeah, that's about that. I'll just take another hit here. Just immense clouds here, and great flavor. So that's about all I got today. Thanks for joining me, and like and subscribe. Have a great one.